Even Ray Charles could have seen these Beyonce warning signs we all seem to miss, so let's talk about them. Starting with her toxic relationship signs she's shown us over the years, but we may not have taken them in. If you are not yet aware, Jay-Z put out an album called 444. In it, he gives advice and his thoughts and feelings on many things, and in particular, his growth as a man. His album is also being talked about as a response to Beyonce's iconic Lemonade album due to his talking about his infidelity and the emotional strain that it took on his wife. In the title track, he goes uncomfortably in-depth, detailing the ways he has harmed her. He told iHeartRadio that the song 444 is the title track because it's such a powerful song, and he just believed it to be like one of the best songs he's ever written. The songs on the album all indicate that he's been very toxic in his relationship, and it may be worse than we all initially thought. There has also been loads of speculation regarding Jay-Z having cheating on Beyonce. Now, although these rumors have been around for literally over a decade, Jay-Z did finally put them to an end and confirmed that they were legitimate. The rapper spoke with New York Times Magazine that he was really going through it back in 2005, so much so that, he broke his vows. In the same interview, Jay-Z said that, he struggled to save his marriage and empathize with Beyonce's pain. Now, he said, the hardest thing is seeing pain on someone's face that you have caused and then having to deal with yourself. He continued to say, you have to survive, so you go into survival mode, and when you go into survival mode, what happens? You shut down all emotions. He also opened up about his cheating on David Letterman's show, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction. Many people said he doesn't deserve Beyonce, and that, this particular episode seemed very much like it was completely scripted. The questions had already been established and talking points were already laid down before they ever even got on stage. Next, we have the elevator incident, of course. Now, this brawl after, the ball is one of pop culture fans, favorite memory that they'll never forget. Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Solange Knowles' infamous argument at a Met Gala after party occurred on May 5th, 2014, and quickly became the hottest topic in entertainment. Fans couldn't believe the footage released from TMZ, which showed Jay-Z arguing with his sister-in-law in the elevator at the Standard Hotel. Now, at one point, the surveillance video captured Solange, hitting and kicking the rapper while Beyonce silently just stood by. Although the whole night, there were virtually no signs of any issues occurring, everything changed when Beyonce first stepped into that elevator. As her younger sister, husband and another man trailed behind, Solange, you can see her slowly, cornering her brother-in-law before getting physical. While Solange, threw a couple punches and kicks in his direction, a man immediately reacted by hitting the emergency stop switch in the elevator and then proceeded to subdue her. After the incident, the trio released a joint statement saying they, had apologized to one another, they were moving forward, all is good. Now, in the months following the Met Gala incident, the power couple faced rumors that their marriage was on the rocks, and many people took this as the biggest warning sign ever, but ultimately, they did indeed make up, and all has seemed to be well for now, at least. Beyonce rented out an entire hospital floor for her pregnancy with Blue Ivy. Yes, that's right. Now, when Beyonce was set to deliver her first child, Blue Ivy, in January 2012, she reportedly rented out the entire hospital floor. She apparently paid $1.3 million to rent out the entire floor of Lenox Hills Hospital's maternity ward. Now, while, we get Beyonce and Jay-Z are huge names, of course, it seems slightly over the top, to occupy an entire floor of a hospital for childbirth. One new father actually told the New York Post he made 4 attempts to visit his baby twins in this intensive care unit, only to be turned away because, Beyonce needed her needs. She was using up the whole floor. The hospital has, of course, denied many of the reports about, special treatment, though a statement and a spokesperson said that the famous couple, were billed the standard rate for those accommodations. Yeah, right. Our executive, suites are available for any patient, including the food service and amenities provided to the Carter family. A rep for the hospital also said the hospital has been and still continues to be in control of managing all security at the facility. We have made every effort to ensure minimal disruption to other families experiencing the births of their own children over the past 3 days. That doesn't explain, though, the reported outrage being, vented by the Lenox visitors and patients. So, if the hospital did give celebrities VIP treatment, that inconvenienced others, that absolutely would would not be okay. Whether Beyonce was unfairly favored or not, we'll just have to, file this one under like medical mysteries. Speaking of Blue Ivy, another weird thing Beyonce did that many people thought was like a warning sign of just more crazy to come was the fact that she and Jay tried to trademark Blue Ivy's name very early on. Blue Ivy may have been a big deal for Jay-Z and Beyonce, but one person, actually a couple in particular, were not. But one of them, Veronica Alexandra, is the owner of Blue Ivy Events, founded prior to Beyonce's daughter being born. The couple attempted to trademark the name, however, they were denied. Now, Alexandra claims that she was happy, of course, with the outcome, considering they should not be able to trademark a name simply because they are famous. People honestly question why they would even want to have her name trademarked. Many speculated, though, that it was either to protect her daughter's name from any unauthorized use, to control the commercial and cultural, significance of her daughter's name, or to create a strong brand for Blue. However, after 12 years of legal, battles, Beyonce finally got the go-ahead to trademark her daughter Blue Ivy's name. A successful challenge against a Wisconsin-based retail store that was also using Blue Ivy's, name. Well, prior to that, it was since 2011. It worked in Beyonce's favor this time. Now, when opposing the previous ruling, which sided with the Wisconsin retail store, Beyonce's team argued that no reasonable consumer would ever suffer any form of confusion when encountering, the cited logo, which is used with one small shop in like Fish Creek, Wisconsin. So, there's a population of about 997 people. No one's gonna get confused. After performing alongside her mother on the Renaissance World Tour and dancing with Beyonce at the Houston Texans vs. Baltimore Ravens NFL game on Christmas Day, which aired on Netflix, Blue Ivy has most definitely demonstrated her worthiness of having her name trademarked. So if at first you don't succeed, just dust yourself off and try again. So congrats to them. Oprah advised Beyonce to keep her relationship with Jay-Z a secret. Now, during Beyonce's rise to fame as a solo artist, she would frequent, the Oprah show quite often and became quite close to the queen of daytime talk shows. Now, they were actually so close that Oprah had told Beyonce to just keep her relationship completely private and a secret from the public. Now, in a 2003 interview with Oprah, Beyonce said she didn't want to confirm or deny rumors about her relationship with Jay-Z. Everyone knew that Beyonce and Jay-Z were like kindling a romance as they both rose up the ranks of the music industry. However, Beyonce wanted to keep some things private as she started to become a household name. And that included, of course, her relationship with Jay. Now, she said that she wanted to focus on her music and that talking about her relationship would make it more important than her art. She said, "I don't actually want to talk about who I'm dating, who I'm not, because I think it's important that I concentrate on the music. And when you start talking about those things, they become bigger than the art." Oprah recalled telling Beyonce, "Don't go around telling people who you're dating." Beyonce has said that Oprah's advice helped her to keep her personal life out of the public eye. While we get Oprah's good advice, it appears Beyonce didn't take it. And when that episode aired, many fans questioned the intention behind it and wondered if that was a sign of trouble in their starting romance, or if Oprah, knew something that the rest of us didn't. What do you guys think? Will they be together forever, or is a divorce on the horizon? I'm your host, Ashley. It's been great catching up.